He said, well, I think she agreed with me.
It was Graham Bell. That was
Graham Bell said was the ahoy, and
ahoy.
Others were like hello.
Yeah, hello wasn't a thing back then.
Well, I started just saying ahoy now to everyone when I joined something.
No, but I think that hello wasn't actually like a real
ahoy.
Greeting.
Ahoy
Wasn't a real greeting
ahoy,
back
ahoy.
when phones were started, and that's why ahoy was picked. Or why Graham Bell wanted to do ahoy, but then someone came up with adding an O to hell.
I don't know. I think ahoy is like a ocean thing, right?
Wasn't
sounds
sailors,
like ocean.
Sailors say ahoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, matey.
Yeah. I don't know. I say ahoy. I don't know why I started doing it, but I just started greeting people ahoy a lot. Ahoy, ahoy.
Ahoy, everyone. Welcome back to the last call.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
I like Chips Ahoy. The double chunk are delicious.
Great.
I don't like a lot of processed cookies and stuff like that, but the double chunk.
Those
Chips
processed
Ahoy,
cookies, that's where it's at.
Yo, man. You've got to do the milk thing. You got to do the milk thing. You can't just eat them like
no,
then
they all break up in your mouth.
That's gross. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Ryan, you liked the Blue Panther picture on the thumbnail for last week's episode, huh?
Yeah, was that AI generated?
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't have a picture to post, and I was like, I need something. We're doing
pictures now. You should put
now.
in a screenshot of our face and be like, turn this into a panther playing baseball.
I have actually tried to get 3 Blue Panthers drinking beers, talking on a podcast.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Can't do it yet? They're not there. They're not there. I actually, if I can see, if I can find some, I actually had some decent pictures of like a single person, not like I can't do it right now. I'll see if I can find it.
You could do like King of the Hill, them drinking in front of the fence, but it's Panthers.
Yeah,
and we'll make it like
all kinds of characters who are famous for drinking and turn them into Panthers, and that could be a whole series of intro cards.
I like that idea. Oh, that's it. It's a really good. All right,
Ryan,
we need to go take.
Did you say it's a really good idea?
No, we need to. We need to go take photos in different places drinking, so we have content to feed AI
and just turn us into Panthers.
Yes.
Well, there for a while, like when I first started doing the pictures every single week, we were seeing each other about one, like not all 3 of us, but like at least 2 of us every week. And so I was like just snapping pictures of us together and tossing that on some like stock footage or an old picture I had, everything. And then lives have gotten busy. We haven't hung out in a bit, so I didn't have pictures of us to. Sky, that's why it was just a Blue Panther wearing a Panther jersey. He was a solo star athlete. Panther. He's not a part of the Panthers.
It just said Panther. Yeah. I didn't even notice that. But I did. It was the script though. It was. I mean, so I figured you asked for it, and then that didn't get, and you were like, oh, I want this logo, the Panther like script.
No, that was actually the first one. I actually refined it because it kept on prompting me for refinements, and the first one was the best one.
Nice.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw. I was like, AI made this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like there's still like there's parts of it that are messed up. I think the Panther only has 3 fingers or something. But
I don't think I will. Never look too close at an AI.
No, they're scary.
Just like porn, never pay too close of attention.
No.
It may not.
All the details.
It may not be what you're looking for.
Yeah, that little speck right there. That's a little bit of poop.
Oh, gross.
Or they're like, stay tuned to the end for a surprise. Like, nope, I'm gonna finish like well before this. I didn't mean finish that way.
That's what
you did. Yeah,
you did. Come on.
That's right. So says
you said it. You meant it.
I didn't. As I was saying, I was like, this could be taken a different way.
You mean will be
pretty much the way
will be. We're like 100 days. I think we're like 100 days till
under 100, right?
Is it under 100 now?
They posted 100 last week.
I think that's the week. So that's the week 0. That's the week 0 games, right?
Is it?
So did I have to sign up for anything to have space on the bricks?
Yes.
I never got any kind of email. I got one that said
your grandfathered, right?
Sign up for but I got one that said sign up for stuff, like the stuff on the bricks, but that I don't need the stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my own stuff.
The tent and table and all that stuff. But I never got an email saying just for the space.
No, the space you don't need to.
Okay.
It's just for the stuff.
Okay, yeah, because I don't have the stuff.
I don't.
What are you grandfathered into then,
dude? I wish I could tell you. It's all very confusing.
You're grandfathered into being able to tailgate on the bricks, but anyone can tailgate on the bricks.
I'll be there, and they're gonna tell me what.
Sir, you can't be there.
Yeah, and I'll figure it out. Because like the thing is you can always invite people to the bricks too. So I'm just like,
yeah. Well, how many people?
So basically, anyone can always go to the brick. Like that, it doesn't.
Yeah. How many people came to our tailgates that did not have on the bricks passes?
Yeah, like tons.
Everyone.
Yeah, all but 6.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or 9? Was it 6 or 9? I feel like
maybe we had 6. Sometimes we had 7.
We always had 6 tents.
Yeah,
6 tents. Sometimes 7. Yeah.
But we can bring our own tents now.
We can bring whatever we want.
You just got to get rid of it.
That was your grill, probably not. But you never know.
That was the weird thing about last year. They told us that we could keep our stuff out there during the game and pick it up at the end, and we go back out there and it's like all just gone. Jumbled together. I'm like, this is not keeping it out of here, is it?
We'll watch it for you and throw everything everywhere.
Nah.
Yeah, they did not do that at all. Not do it at all.
I didn't trust that at all. Not even game 1. I was like, nope.
We have to figure out our tailgates for this season.
We do. We got to figure out where they're going to let us tailgate. They don't know yet. They're trying to figure out their parking lot plus tailgate.
I see. When they talk about having cars out there, I thought that meant actually having your car and then your tailgate space
be great.
out front of it. Which is fine. It takes away a lot of space. But
we don't want that.
No.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious where their parking spaces will be and where they will put us.
Yeah.
I need like an aerial view of where the parking lines are. I don't think we have that yet in Google Maps.
I'm going to drop all my stuff off at Ryan's house on Friday nights.
Nice.
And then Uber over on Saturday mornings and walk it all over. And then leave it at his house until the following week to do it all over again.
Whoa. Okay, I endorse this whole process until that part.
So wait, you're basically gonna drop it off for game 1 and just leave it all there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea.
You're gonna have extra stuff that you're gonna need, and not just be able to do that. Some shit you could probably leave with me.
No, we'll figure it out. Well, then.
Actually, I mean, who knows if I'll even
be there. No, you need to put that. You need to put that in your closing documents. Is your sale documents? Is
tailgate stuff?
We still get tailgate options.
For the driveway.
Yes.
And storage of tailgate equipment and everything.
Yeah, that seems like it'll go over really well with.
I think so.
I bet you can get more money for the house that way.
I should be able to get more money.
Yes.
Just tell them they can use the shit during the week.
Just dude. I know you hate doing this. Just name drop State of Atlanta, and they're like, "Oh, you're the Ryan from State of Atlanta." I thought you were just some libertarian douche.
Over the weekend in DC, multiple times I got recognized for State of Atlanta.
Really? Because you're not even wearing a State of Atlanta shirt right now.
No.
Wow.
No, not really. I'm lying.
That's pretty cool. So you had people that were interested in you, and then via you found the podcast.
It didn't happen, but I did wear my State of Atlanta polo to the convention for day 1, and multiple people asked me what it meant.
What is
this? I told them what it was. So,
and how excited did they get when they found out that you talked about Georgia State athletics every week for the past 248 weeks?
Well, what's funny is we like to make fun of libertarians because libertarians like to have podcasts. They've all got one. Like everyone's got a fucking podcast. It's stupid. But I'm the only one that doesn't have a libertarian podcast. So I'm just like, yeah, I have a podcast, but it's about sports. And they're like, what kind of sports? I'm like, oh, Georgia State sports. They're like, so like all the sports in Georgia? And I'm like, no.
Yes.
Yep. Yes. Nope. Yes. Say yes. We talk about other teams here and there.
We do.
We make fun of them.
Throw it in.
We make
Oh
fun
yeah.
of
Well,
the Falcons, the Braves, a little bit. You know,
we're pretty positive about every team in the state of Georgia, with the exception of Trash Down South,
with one very notable exception. Yes.
And then Kennesaw State's kind of hit or miss. We're like, they're either like the kid brother that you're like, oh man, like look at you go there, or we're like, screw those guys, they suck.
And David, I'm pretty sure it's just you. Like, I feel like me and Tim both respect Kennesaw State a lot more than you do.
Although I will say, I got to go in their convocation center for my niece's graduation, and yeah, it's not that great.
Is it the same thing as their basketball arena? Is that the same?
Yeah,
it is the basketball arena. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was rocking. It was rocking for the game.
I could imagine it was rocking. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the sports arena, but had ends to it.
If sports arena was a circle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that, but they're like it's pretty flat on both sides. Like they have barely any stands there.
I will. The convocation center, the Kennesaw State Convocation Center, is an upgrade from the sports arena.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
It's sort of a
box,
pit, though.
The box is better. Is the best between those. But no, could you imagine? Think about Kennesaw's Convocation Center when Ron Hunter was there and RJ was playing, and like we had that place packed out. Like it would be the same experience that we saw when we went up there. That was awesome. That was great.
They were excited to play us, right?
And beat us, fucking assholes.
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
It happens when you're not that good.
Apparently, this is like our best recruiting class ever in basketball.
I'll believe it when I see it.
It better be.
Yeah, I think we had to replace everyone, right? Again.
I don't know. Do we have some people left over, or did everyone leave?
Well, we thought we had Big E, but he's gone.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of people. There's a couple of people that are left.
Well, and let's caveat with like people with playing time.
Yeah, no, that part I don't think there's a lot of playing time that came back.
Do we have the guy from overseas still on the team?
Like the 12.5 foot Asian dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so.
All right.
I may have over exaggerated on that.
As long as we have him.
He's that tall, we're good. We're golden.
Exactly.
He doesn't even shoot the ball. They just pass it to him.
If you're that tall, you dribble once and someone just like takes the ball because
he doesn't even have to. He just stands under the goal and just drops it in.
It leans over and just puts it right in the basket.
I'm excited for new season, new cast members. I mean, it's at least we're not bringing back like the same core with one or two other players the team that might not be an impact. Like this is a brand new slate. Just hope it's the right.
I want to do an episode where we kind of focus on all the recruits that have come and gone for both basketball and for football. I feel like it was still pretty active. The portal was still pretty active, so I didn't want to do it anytime soon. But if you look at the rankings for Georgia State on the transfer rankings,
yeah,
we're crushing it. It's really good.
And McGee effect.
And Ben, it could be very well be. Ben made a comment that this was the best cast of characters we've had as a unit, as a team. So we'll see.
So we could be exciting this year, is what you're trying to say,
dude? Let's just start winning some games again, man. Let's be competitive. Be competitive.
Win,
so that's what we need.
We're gonna play
a lot of
teams
this
year.
They have like those mantras like be a hero, be a winner, like just be competitive.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah. Keep it close.
Man, all I remember from last year is we didn't play defense at all.
Well, we didn't play defense really during the Coach Hunter years either.
No. Well, we played defense.
We had a couple players. We had a couple players who were really good at defense.
We played some pretty good defense, some zone defense.
But we would
year one of Coach Hunter was really defense heavy, but it was all with Rod's players.
Rod Barnes.
Right.
Rod Barnes. Yeah. But that was a really defense heavy roster, and it was awesome.
He's like,
really fun to watch.
This is the only way we're going to win games is if we play defense.
If you have, I haven't been a huge basketball fan for a long time, but man, if you have like one solid shooter and maybe a second really, really good shooter, but then your entire team is like solid defense. That's exciting. All the turnovers, all the blocks, and then just like turning around and immediately scoring right after it. Like that's exciting basketball to watch. I almost said football.
One tweak, you really need like a superstar and a really good player. You can't have only one really good player.
I was going to say one really, really good superstar shooter, and then another really good shooter. But then the entire team can play defense,
and then just role players scattered everywhere else.
Yeah.
I bet Coach would love whatever team you just described too.
Yeah, if I could just like do my fantasy.
He thought he had that. We had Odom, right?
What would Odom even be?
Odom was pretty good, but like you like
what was he good at?
The second guy.
You need like a Kobe
creatively missing layups.
A Kobe and a Charles Barkley.
Odom was like good enough, but I would not call him like good at any particular.
I would take Devontae White over Odom.
He was too predictable. So teams
or Ryan Harrow. I take Ryan Harrow over Dwan Odom.
Yeah,
Ryan Harrow all day.
Yeah, Harrow
all the
was
trash
fantastic.
talking too from him.
Yeah, the shit talking is good.
Shit talking the refs, which is like really dumb, but really fun to watch.
But also,
I don't like a lot of shit talking. I really don't like a lot of shit talking because I'm just so used to not being able to back it up. But man, it was fun to watch.
No, it's part of the game though. I mean, it's like it's basketball, right? It's like it's part of the game. It's like you get in their heads, you say some shit to them that'll just get in their heads and they'll be like bothered by it the whole time. Or they take a swing and then you're really golden. then you're super golden because they're out of the game.
And then you're ejected. Yeah.
You're done. They're done. You're good.
I'm with you, David. I don't like the trash talking either. I can remember like certain teams last year, they had their trash talkers and just you wanted them to just get hit in the face. You really did.
Yeah. It just depends on like what kind of trash they're talking. Like, you know,
I do hate when like you got we're talking about basketball, but I'm just thinking about a football incident. Like when you've got like football team and your team is losing. The game it's fourth quarter. It's 3 minutes to go. You've got the ball, but you're not going to win the game. And then like, or I should say the other way, they've got the ball. You're not going to win the game. And then you sack the quarterback, and like the defensive end gets up, and he's just like, I'm the best player of all time, whatever. I'm like, you're still losing this game, asshole. Like, why are you celebrating? Like, great accomplishment. Stat record has been like, increased. Good for you. You've increased your value to the team or potential opportunities later on, other schools or the NFL, whatever.
Right.
But why are you like celebrating a sack when you're losing a game? And the game's over. And the game's over.
Right. It's all trash time at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I fucking hated Cam Newton when he would get his like little first downs and like do his like little dabbing shit and everything. I fucking hated that crap.
But even in like fourth quarter when they're losing by 40.
Yeah, exactly. Losing by 40 and he's still doing it. I'm like, and I know a lot of players it's the muscle memory. Like they do it like I've got to do this every single time. The superstition. If I don't do it, then it won't happen again. Blah, whatever. But still, come on, just fucking shut up. So,
I'm pretty sure that's just Cam Newton. Period.
He's a fucking douche.
Yeah. But we're excited about basketball, right? That's where we're going.
Excited about basketball, excited about football, excited about baseball getting a new stadium, excited to see what beach volleyball can do again, softball and
what? New beginnings for softball, right? We have a new coach coming.
Softball's there's another coach that was not retained as well, right?
Golf.
Men's golf.
I think so. We need to be up on our coaches' facts. That should be our stat line. It's just coaches. Comings and goings. That's it.
Yeah, like I could not name our coordinators and assistants right now.
You did pique my interest earlier on he has the most assistant coaches ever. I wonder what's the count between him and other head coaches we've had as far as number of coaches.
No, I did. You have
a spreadsheet?
I did. I know I calculated it at one point for an episode. Either you were not here or I failed to bring it up. But including additional grad assistants, it's 10 additional people.
Damn.
and only 2 of those are retained from. Well, sorry, 2 and a grad assistant were retained from Coach Elliott. We had safeties coach stuck on, and then like what appeared to be I think her name was Jenny Thompson. It was like Coach Elliott's assistant that got moved into like a recruiting role, or vice versa, a recruiting role that got moved into a Coach McGee's assistant or something like that. And then there was a grad assistant that stuck around. But yeah, it's gone up by like 10 total.
Wow.
I do have a spreadsheet somewhere.
I figured like he was going to clean house. I didn't know how many coaches actually keep prior assistants or grad assistants or whatever. I think grad assistants, I would think some head coaches would keep them because, they're grad assistants, right?
Right.
But
yeah, I think we went from like having 2 to having 4.
Good.
But only one of them was there last year. I could be wrong. I'm speaking out of my ass on this, but I think that's true. But no, just the pure, because we gained like a couple of those analyst positions. They're not on field coaches. That's another thing that has been proposed that we've been talked about, because I didn't see a big reason to talk about it. They're looking at getting rid of the number of coaches you can have on field. A lot of people think that's going to be an advantage to the power programs. I don't really see how it fucking matters. You can at some point you have too many cooks in the kitchen type thing,
Yeah, I don't understand how, if it's equal
how's that
all around, why it would matter.
What do the internet say?
Well, that you're just if you're what they're saying is like, you can have, so the bigger programs will be able to have more coaches. But they already have more coaches.
They already do, yeah.
They already have, but there's only so many that can be on the field. And do you think when you got a guy looking for a new job, he's like, I can be on field to make $10 million a year, I can be off field to make $10 million a year. I'm still making $10 million a year.
Yeah, but my understanding is that's already the deal, right? That's why you have these like offensive advisors like Will Muschamp and whatever. Like, they're not counting towards the on the field coaches, but they're saying 100% coaches.
They're saying that you could have as many people on field as you want. And I'm like, I just don't see how it changes anything.
Oh, I see. They're changing it to the other way, where you could have the whole sideline could be full of coaches.
Well, yeah, I'm like, at some point it becomes too much to have on there. You know?
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah, that's why I haven't brought it up before on the episode, is because there are people that think it's an advantage. I just don't see how it really matters at all. It's not like you're going to stack up. It's not like you're going to retain more coaches that way. Like, oh, this guy would stick around with us if we could get him in an on-field position, but being off-field, he's going to go move to a different school. Like, no, he's going to move to a different school anyways.
If some of these like bigger names are just like holding their place at a large school while something else opens up, then like maybe it means less of that and more of like it's just their position now. But like I think a lot of head coaches like want to be head coaches and don't want to just be like some rando coach on the sideline.
I don't know, but looking at like Coach McGee over there at Georgia making his $850 a year.
Yeah,
I think you've got, with everything that's going on now, we talked about tonight with coaches and assistants, like what coaches have to do and what programs have to do to retain players. At some point, you're kind of like, I'll just make my $1 million a year doing a position coaching job at a P5 program, P4 program, and not have to worry about all the headaches that a head coach has to do. Like, I'll go on my little recruiting things, and I'll do that kind of shit. Yeah. And
I said Coach Elliott.
Sean. Yeah. How much? So Sean, I don't think did any fucking recruiting at Georgia State. Now he's got to go out and he's got to sell USC. But like, at some point, for $1 million a year, and I'm not going to fault anyone for wanting to make more than that. But you told me that I have to work 10,000 times harder to make $30 million a year, and I can make $1 million like mailing it in. And Sean is the king of mailing it in. So,
I mean, of course he is. He left his head coach's dream job to mail it in.
His dream job at Georgia State.
Well, not dream job. I mean, just being a head coach. But I think he got too cushy here. He's like, well, I won't get fired. I don't have to win the whole thing. I can say I want to win the whole thing. And I kind of do, but also I know I really just have to get about 6 wins a year, and I'm good. I'm gold.
Well,
I think he just never really wanted to be here.
famous line from Ben Moore.
Really?
Good enough never is. And Sean Elliott was good enough. So
that seems right.
You don't think he wanted to be here? Why did he take the job then?
I think that he wanted to get a head coaching job that he would lead into a jump. And after 7 years and that didn't happen, he was ready to go home. I mean,
he kept jumping into brick walls.
Yeah.
He would jump through them. That is something that I believe he would do.
Oh, he would totally jump through them.
Yep.
Pounded his
he had me want to jump through a wall a few times. I mean, the guy was really good at hyping people up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think it's a good way to end it.
Let's do it.
End it all.
Exactly. Everyone take out their guns. All right. Thanks. Thanks, Brian, for listening. We'll talk to you next week. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.